State House is shaking. Panic has gripped President William Ruto's inner circle because James Orengo, the senior counsel himself, just did the unthinkable. At Kango Ka Jaramogi in Bondo, in front of a charged crowd, Orengo officially endorsed Kalonzo Musyoka for the 2027 presidency. What followed wasn't politics, it was prophecy. When Mzee Kalonzo handed Orengo the scepter of leadership, Orengo snatched it, lifted it high and bolted with a warrior's roar. Jowi. The crowd erupted, knowing they were witnessing history. But the real earthquake came when Orengo took the mic. With fire in his voice, he reminded Kenyans that Kalonzo Musyoka has sacrificed for Raila Odinga not once, not twice, but 3 times. In 2013, 2017 and 2022. No deals, no demands, just loyalty.
And 3 times. 3 times. 3 times. 3 times. Kalonzo has said nakuachia wewe ndugu yangu Raila. In 2013, in 2017, and in 2022 where he said I don't even need a position. If there's a principled man in Kenya like Raila Odinga, is Kalonzo Musyoka.
And in that moment, Orengo didn't just endorse a man, he fired the first warning shot of 2027, a wave of goodbye from Bondo to State House.
This guy has been a vice president. You know, power must be controlled. Ukiona watu wanakimbilia power, ati akiona uzito ya state, wanafikiria wamefika. Those are people who are going to destroy this country.
Orengo's tone wasn't nostalgic, it was surgical. He was drawing lines between loyalty and betrayal, between legacy and convenience. Every sentence carried a political undercurrent. Kalonzo was the last man standing with Raila, the loyal heir by sacrifice, not a slogan.
Let us not experiment. There's a science about winning elections. And one of them is to be resilient and to make sure what Kalonzo Mtula was saying, that there's going to be free and fair election. Unaona jirani amefanya election 98%. 98%. Hata kuna jamaa mmoja kutoka Sudan alikuwa anauliza Ibrahim ambao ni mfanyabiashara anajulikana sana. Anasema kama unaweza kupata 98%, sasa unakataza wengine kusimama kwa nini? If you can get 98%. So I join Ruth in saying, let us not kill political parties. Let us not kill political parties. Na ODM, sisi kama watu wa ODM, msifanye makosa ya kumezwa. Makosa ya kumezwa. Makosa ya kumezwa.
Then came the visuals that politics thrives on. Kalonzo Musyoka, dressed in jungle green, shield and spear in hand, echoing Jowi, Jowi across the fields of Bondo. He wasn't campaigning, he was performing continuity. At Raila's gravesite, he vowed that Raila will be more powerful in death than when alive, promising to carry the struggle forward. It was a spiritual coronation, witnessed by Orengo's faction and sealed by culture, not ballot.
He said, resist. Raila Odinga will be more powerful in death, I repeat, than when he was alive. Because he inspired the young Kenyans. He inspired the Gen Zs.
We're very happy to have you guys here, especially today, which is one of the hottest days. Sijui kama wakamba mlipanga hivyo ama.
Honorable Kalonzo Musyoka has been a friend of Baba for many, many years. And that friendship cannot be wiped out.
I know that the Kikuyu nation, for example, will come. Our brother Eugene would want to come. And those who spoke badly spoke for themselves. And others will come.
Kalonzo's delegation had brought over 100 cattle. Some say 150, others 500. Ida, overwhelmed, said she had to call Orengo to confirm if her ears deceived her. That wasn't just generosity, it was symbolism. In Luo culture, that kind of tribute is royal. It was more than family. It was political absolution. A message to ODM's rebels. This is what loyalty looks like.
Only those who love us, only those who love Raila Odinga, they are the ones who come here to the funeral. And for that, I'm very grateful. I know some people would like to mix it with politicians, with politics. Personally, I'm not a politician. My husband was a superb politician, not me. So don't expect me to bring in any politics here.
Eugene Wamalwa, eloquent as always, added the finishing touch. He said, though friends may be lost, friendship must endure. Death has no dominion. It was poetic. Yes, but also loaded. He was implying that while others had defected for political comfort, Kalonzo had endured the storm. In short, Eugene was passing the moral torch to Kalonzo, Raila's longest surviving ally, not just his friend. But as cameras panned across the crowd, one absence stood out. Homa Bay Governor Gladys Wanga. Once among Raila's staunchest lieutenants, she's lately been cozying up to Ruto's Kenya Kwanza, attending events, praising Ruto and broad-based governance.
We said always that this our father, when he says left, we go left. When he says right, we go right. When he says fire, we fire. The last instruction he left us with, and with a very clear mind. And I remember him speaking at the burial of the late Dr. Phoebe Asio, and he said he made a clear decision to work with you for the stability and unity of the nation inside the broad-based government. That is the last standing instruction that Baba gave us. And as a people and as a party, that is where we will stand.
Her absence was loud. It symbolized ODM's fracture, the loyalists like Orengo and the pragmatists like Wanga. That contrast made Orengo's speech even sharper, an implicit rebuke wrapped in eulogy. Kalonzo had effectively taken the mantle of guardian over Raila's legacy, bridging the generational gap between father and son. Make no mistake, Opoda Farm wasn't just mourning, it was strategy. Behind the rituals lay a quiet power transition. The message was clear: Kalonzo is no longer the perennial deputy, he's the inheritor of the democratic struggle. And as ODM flirts with internal rebellion, this moment became a rallying cry. Orengo's words weren't just praise, they were positioning. The Opoda event will be remembered as the day Raila's legacy was formally transferred, not through an election, but through emotion, loyalty, and symbolism. Kalonzo walked in as an ally, but walked out as the unofficial heir. And as 2027 draws near, one question now echoes across Kenya. When the Liberator calls Jowi, are you ready to roar back? Newsroom, Maisha TV, Bushabi Jr.